So we must, realizing what the world is and what we have become, is not a vain question, not a selfish question to ask. Is thought responsible for all this? Do you understand what we are inquiring? Because the whole world is emphasizing thinking. The whole world is acquiring more and more knowledge. Psychologically and outwardly. Knowledge has become all important. And what is knowledge? Scientific knowledge? Business knowledge? The knowledge of music, composition? And there are those scholars and scientists who say, through knowledge alone man ascends, grows, becomes. Please see how in our own lives how important knowledge is playing. Because we have to live in the world, to do certain jobs. And to do a good job in any direction, you must have knowledge. And knowledge can never be complete about anything. It's so obvious. Knowledge means the accumulation of experience, of tradition, gathering all kinds of information which has been stored up, learning about it, and having a degree and function. So knowledge has become extraordinarily important. And we never question, can knowledge be complete at any time about anything? Obviously not. Therefore, knowledge must always go hand in hand with ignorance. Right? Please see the importance of it. There is no complete knowledge about myself. Can't be. Because to understand oneself is a tremendous movement all the time. It isn't have understood, gathered information, and accumulated from that information a great deal of knowledge and hold that knowledge. Then when I say, I know myself, which is a false statement, because I can never know myself completely, because there is always the shadow of ignorance. The more I delve into myself, the more I discover. But knowledge is accepted as the chief instrument of our life. But knowledge is never complete. Therefore, our thought can never be complete. Because knowledge comes through experience, and you store up that experience as knowledge, which then is held in memory, in the brain as memory, and that memory acts, which is thinking. This is normal, reasonable, rational. There is nothing to dispute about. You can't prove it. They are trying to prove it. To build a computer that's like exactly like a human mind, human brain. Probably they'll succeed. Because the computer, which is mechanical intelligence, based on how it's programmed. And we have been programmed. Never completely. So, thought born of knowledge, born of experience, stored in the brain as memory, the remembrance of things past, that is thought. And so thought in itself is fragmentary. It's not my thinking and your thinking are separate. There is only thinking. I may think about the tent and look at it with different eyes. It's in proportion and so on. You may think of it differently, but thinking is common to both of us. Whether you are very, very poor, highly educated, or totally ignorant, thinking is going on. So thought is the origin, the beginning of this division in our life. You are German, I'm French. You are British, I'm Russian. That's geographically divided the world by thought. That is, thought tries to seek security in isolation, in fragmentation. Right? Have you got this? Thought seeks security in isolation. Because it's fragmented, it is the process of its own division. Right? Is this clear to all of us? I am not explaining. Please don't accept the explanation. The reality is not the explanation. You may paint a most beautiful mountain with all the shadows and the depth of light and the beauty of light. But that picture is not the actual mountain. So please, this is your own understanding, your own observation from which you are learning. You're not learning from the speaker. You are learning through observation of what is going on. So you can throw away the speaker. Speaker is not important. I must emphasize this. But what you see, what you understand, and from that understanding to discover that thought is the origin of all this.